So eventually we will cross over to Hawaii, but right now I'm going to just focus on the larger scale and then go back to the hometown.
Now, I got a real stupid question for you. And I didn't rehearse this. This just popped up a couple of seconds ago. I'm really famous for these stupid questions. When you get this clothing line launched, like there's a lot of the porn industry, the women that you know and or guys that you know, do they know about this line that you're about to launch?
No, not really. I don't really share it. I might say it from time. I think I might have said it once on Twitter because I like to keep my fans up to date. But I don't really share a lot of my mainstream or outside of the business things with anyone in the adult industry. No.
Here's the stupid question. Do you see any of your porn star friends, associates, possibly getting into motocross because of your clothing line?
There's a couple of, I have a few really good friends that are in the adult industry that I'm going to use to model the pieces. So, and I know a few of my co-stars that are actually motocross, like they love motocross fanatics, but they're all guys. So my line wouldn't really benefit them, but
Right.
I'm sure they'll be stoked on it. Maybe
Good.
I'll do a guy one next. We'll
Well,
see.
I'm really, really interested in seeing this when it comes out and hearing more about it. It would be great to actually touch base with you again when this is about to launch because this is pretty big from anybody's point of view.
Yes, definitely. I would love to do that.
What is besides the launch of this clothing line? What is coming up for kayme in the near future?
I have a bunch of things going on actually. I can't say the network's name yet, but I just signed a contract to host my own TV show.
Oh my
It's
God!
yeah, it's mainstream of course. It's gonna be I'm gonna host a show that's gonna cover all of X Games this year. So we've actually been shooting promo and doing press for it. I basically got this job because of my knowledge of motocross, the world, and I'll totally be honest, my references. Like I know a lot of big names, professional people in the motocross world, like champion racers. So just with having them as references helped me. A lot of people think, oh, because she's in porn, pretty face,
Yeah.
she's married to a motocross guy. That wasn't the case at all. Like I really had to work for this. So I will be on it's a it's a very big sports channel.
You just about spit it out.
So I'm excited. It's
No
just
kidding.
X Games. Yeah, it's gonna be under my, I'll say, real name.
Right, right.
It's not gonna be under Kayme Kai. So once all the promos done and I can announce the network, I'm sure we'll put out a press release and I'll let all my Kayme Kai fans know. But so that's coming up. I'll be hosting all of X Games. Well, a show about X Games. Um, I'm working on, it's the second summer. I have a nonprofit organization. It's just for where underprivileged kids can come, and it's kind of like a camp. They can learn how to skateboard and BMX and ride dirt bikes or quads or just like outdoor stuff. Kind of like the extreme sports. Kids can come and learn how to do that for free. Um, it's something that I'm really passionate about. My husband has been in motocross like professionally for since he was 13 years old,
Wow.
and it's a hard sport to see, but like it's so fun, and if someone can teach a kid how to do it and it can become his passion and later on he can become this pro freestyle motocross, then it makes my husband happy basically. Like he just wants kids to have the opportunity that he had because his dad was so dedicated in teaching him how to ride a dirt bike and feeding his passion. And I think that's important for any kid that the
Very, very much
adult,
so. Totally agree.
yeah, just the
How
adult.
do you find the time to take care and be a part of all these things that you're into? Like you have got a huge plate full. Are you
Um,
cloned?
I I love keeping busy. So sometimes I get a little overwhelmed when the phones are all ringing off the hook and everyone needs something from every direction at once. But I am not, I'm kind of sad when I'm relaxing and not busy and need something to do.
No kidding. No kidding.
Yeah, it's kind, I mean, it's kind of a weird trait to have, but if I'm not like working, I need to be cleaning house or I always need to be busy. Um, so
Now,
I
I've got another question for you, and once again, this may not be an appropriate question. It may be too loaded, and maybe you don't want to disclose this yet. And if so, just literally shake your head and tell me. I'd prefer not to talk about it, and I'll respect that, and I'll go on to something else, or I'll just leave. um, I would gather the same with the majority of adult film stars. They'd be lying if they said they wanted to do this until the day they dropped. They want to make their money and they want to get on to either a family life or they want to take their money and invest it in something, I guess, maybe better or more prosperous or what have you. Are you hoping that either your clothing line or possibly the new TV show that you're going to be hosting or making or whatever, are you hoping that one of those takes off big time and that you can either do porn on a casual basis or possibly even leave it completely down the road?
well, like at the moment, I'm doing porn on a casual basis. I basically have just been working for my website right now, which is kayme3.com. Um, so I take scenes here and there, but I have been, I guess everyone's been calling it semi-retirement for about 6 months now. Since about 6 months. Right, AVN in January, our big award show this year, I basically said I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to focus on other things. So I take shoots here and there for directors that I really know or a job that or a scene that I'm really passionate about, but I've kind of on semi-retirement.
That's
I,
okay. You're
you can
allowed.
yeah, I mean, you can see me on my website. There's nothing against this industry, but I basically gave myself a 5-year plan in this business to kind of come in and have my fun and make the money I was going to make, but to kind of get all of my sexual expressions out and things that I wouldn't have been able to express outside of this industry. So I'm kind of hitting that 5-year mark soon. Um,
That's amazing.
yeah. So
It's gone by pretty fast, has it?
it has.
I
It
can't even
has.
imagine what you've been through and what you've seen and what you who you've starred with and etc. Probably just I don't know. Does every once in a while do you look back and look at yourself and go, it's been surreal?
It has been surreal. I know some people have horror stories about the adult industry, or you hear girls having bad experiences, and I have been completely blessed to have such an amazing experience in this business, meet a lot of interesting people, whether good or bad. I haven't really had a horrible experience. It's been a learning experience. I've learned a lot about myself, and I've just enjoyed it. Like, nothing negative to say about this adult industry. Like, when I do finally officially retire, like, I won't look back and be like, oh gosh, I regret this, and no regrets at all.
Wow.
Thoroughly enjoyed
We don't
myself.
hear that very often. Even
Yeah.
from the most honest people that have been in it for a while, we don't hear that very often. So that's very pleasing to hear someone like you say that.
Yeah.
Just before we wrap the show up, Kimi, do you want to let the listeners know where they can find you online?
My official website is kayme3.com, and I'll spell that for everyone. It's KAYMEKAI.com. You can hit me up on Twitter. I am a Twitter fanatic. I'm kind of addicted to Twitter. It's really bad. But it's twitter.com/kayme3. You can I still have my MySpace page from when I first started in the business. So check me out on MySpace. I don't have a Facebook anymore. They keep deleting me, so I've kind of gave up on that. But if you join my site or you follow me on Twitter, you can. I update people about like when my line will launch, about the TV show, like just little tidbits into my mainstream part of.
What happened to Facebook?
Facebook, I don't think they like porn people because
Okay.
I honestly always hear all my friends and co-stars getting deleted, but I never ever, I make sure that nothing is inappropriate that I post. Like I'm so careful. I won't even post bikini pictures on Facebook, and they will delete me all the time without fail. So
Well, hey, I guess it's their loss, right?
their loss, exactly.
Before I take up too much more of your time, Kayme, I want to thank you very much for being available for the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Totally appreciate it. And as I said at the start of the show, I'm one step ahead of everybody else for the show because I can see you, and right now they can't. So, na. But anyway, I totally appreciate you being available for the show. I want to wish you all the best of luck in all the stuff that you got yourself involved in. I'd love to hear more about all of it. I'm going to send you an email right following the show and request a few more items from you if that's okay. And I want to also thank Frankie over at Radio Dentata. She syndicates all night long with the Fox, and she'll have our show also broadcast on Radio Dentata in the near future. I need to thank Kitty Cavey, who will make this show possible on Night Move Studio. And just once again, thank you very much, Kayme, for being available today. Really, really appreciate it a lot.
Thank you for having me.